On October 22nd, 2013, this is Bridge Hands Advanced Lesson number 13, Day 4, Part 3. Greeting Bridge friends, Michael here at Bridge Hands, and welcome you to another session where we're going to start actually playing some of these hands. To start bidding slam, or maybe stopping where we just don't have enough tricks using our special conventions and other gizmos. So we have another 3 sections, each with about 5 or more hands, some variations of some hands, and some where we've changed a couple but significant cards. So let's go ahead and try our luck, our skill, and see how we do bidding slam. See you at the table. And so on our first hand, south is the dealer, as will be on the rest of these hands, and it's a 5, 4, 2, 2. In spades, ace, king, 10, 5 times. In hearts, ace, 4 times. In clubs, big ace and the 8 spot, doubleton, and in diamonds, 2 small. So 3 aces is 12, king is 15. 1 distribution point for a great spade suit to the ace, king, 10, 16 playing points. No, I wouldn't open at 1 no trump with most of my honors in the 2 long suits. So starting with 1 spade, the master suit. West, not much there, 5, 3, 3, 2 with 5 diamonds to the jack, 10, 9, 8. In clubs, jack, 10, 9, 3 times, and miscellaneous small cards in the majors. To the north hand, well, looks like opening hand here also, 4, 4, 3, 2, 4, 4 in the minor suits. Jack doubleton and partner spade suit. We will give it full values, giving our 1 point there since this partner suit. Even if it was a 10, we would be happy to at least have an honor in the suit, or even a 9 might be a pusher. Okay, so we have in diamonds 5 points to the king, queen, working red suit there. And in clubs, king 4 times, primary honor, like that. In hearts, another working red suit, king, jack 3 times, and that jack doubleton. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 points. Not playing special methods, I guess we'll just go 3 no trump. And over to the east hand. Well, you've got a ace and 3 queens, as well as a 10 and 2 nines, but not enough to certainly come to the auction, but maybe something nice will happen behind this 3 no trump bidder. At any rate, you have 4, 4 in the rounded suits with queens and the queen 3 times in spades. Lefty's bid suit, you wish it wasn't a tripleton, doggone it, if they've got 5. Means your partner probably also has 3, don't they? And the ace doubleton in diamonds. So, okay, it's a pass, and everybody passes out. The opening lead will be by you. Geez, that's a tough lead, isn't it, with north having bid 3 no trump. So the longer you take, the more you wiggle, and that the declarer will figure out what's going on. So you can either lead a low club or the top of the interior sequence, the 10 from queen, 10, 9. And that is indeed what they lead, is the 10 of hearts. And it goes around, plays low from the dummy, which is south hand. Partner plays 8, showing present count. A echo of high-low, showing doubleton or 4, and a jack by the north hand, which is the declarer. And the declarer needs to make the plan, and we can see that we've got 6 and 7 card suits. You'd really like to have 8 card suits. So with 6 and 7 card suits, you're going to have to resort to either end plays, finesses, something like that. And you can see that with 4 honors in the spade suit, that's the one you're going to want to promote. So it might be a queen doubleton, or you might play a finesse, but you wish you had the 9 of spades also. You don't have that, so we got a little bit of work left to do here, don't we? Okay, so I guess what? Doubleton and tripleton is the most likely outcome for the opponents. If it's queen doubleton, it's less by 1/3 than a queen tripleton, so I suppose 40 and 60% would be the odds, 40% that it's queen doubleton. And we might try playing it one time around to the ace king and then playing again, because it could be queen singleton, couldn't it? Okay, so that's the play. A low to the king, and no, it didn't fall. We'll come back and try again. We might as well go to those diamonds in the north hand. A diamond up to the queen, they win it with the ace. And what do they want to come back in? Well, they don't know what the north hand is. They can't see it as dummy. They only see the south hand. And I suppose they go ahead and play a diamond, give to them what belongs to them, and our partner plays the 9, bottom of touching sequence, okay, and that holds the trick. So it looks like it's a holdback play just to disrupt the communications if the queen is offside. Not a bad idea. And then it is a diamond up to the king. We play a 5 over in the east hand and pitch a heart from our south hand since we have the split ace king. Okay, we're now in and we play a jack of spades, and East decides rather than to hold back, play it. Well, we know it's the last of the honors, but you might give them a guess by playing low and wonder if they're going to be able to drop or finesse. They might guess the wrong way. But at any rate, I guess maybe you had 3, you knew there were 2, you think, well, maybe partner's got the 10, so maybe I should go ahead and play the queen to help promote their 10. Well, they win with the ace, and because they did have the 10, it fell 4 triple 3. Lucky for us in the south hand, wasn't it? So the finesse was onside, and it was 3-3. That's a 36% chance, and half of that is 18% chance. We were pretty lucky. We would have been better, I think, to be playing for the queen doubleton drop, which was a 40% chance. All right, at any rate, it worked well, not knowing the odds this time. So at this point, the rest of the tricks are ours. We got the spades, 2 hearts, and 2 clubs. So making the auction and then some. So east-west, 2 tricks, north-south have 2 over tricks. Match point play, you've done very well. Let's try another variation of this hand. On our second hand set, everybody has pretty much the same shape, but north, you've picked up a couple nice cards. 1 honor from east-west, thank you very much. So that jack of diamonds went from west over to the north hand, and the queen of hearts also went to the north hand, giving an extra 3 points. So rather than 13, it's 16 points. So you recall it was 1 spade, pass, with 16 points. Now what do you want to bid? 1 no trump is forcing, I guess, and then where are you going to go from there? 4 no trump later, depending upon the rebid. 3 no trump if you play the method that some of my partners like to do, which is says it's the better end of a no trump in range, 16 or 17 playing points. Then that would be a good bid, wouldn't it? Now sometimes people like to play, the player who plays a no trump has the tennises coming to them. That doesn't really work in this case, but it is a rather elegant auction to say we're at the top end. If you don't play it, I suppose it's going to go 1 spade, 2 clubs or 2 diamonds, whatever you choose. I suppose a lot of people would say diamonds with king, queen, jack, 4th. And then you're hoping they're going to go 2 no trumps, so you can bid 4 no trump, a quantitative bid, not ace asking. But they go 2 hearts, and then now you got to go 3 clubs. Says I have a half stopper or something, might be an artificial bid. And they say they have the other half stopper, 3 no trump, and now you go 4 no trump, not ace asking, not a Gerber bid, which would require clubs. Some may pay 4 clubs, some play super Gerber, you have to bid 5 clubs, jump 1 level. Oh well. But you see, the gets a little bit more convoluted in the auction. Whereas if you just play 1 spade, 3 no trump to show the 16 or maybe a poorish 17-point hand, makes it much easier. So let's say we're playing that 1 spade, 3 no trump, back to south. Do you have a good or a bad hand? Well, you like that you have 3 aces, and we like that we have ace 4th in a side suit, more shapely values. So I think yes, you've got 12, 15, 16 playing points. So say I am at the high end. I'll go ahead and go 6 no trump. So the play is in the north hand, and off we go. Okay, the leads are, you don't want to lead away from a queen when you are having the opponents in 6 no trump. You want them to find every tennis, every honor in your hand that they have to, that they can, that they might make a mistake. So don't think too long, or you know that they're going to figure that where there's smoke, there's fire, and you have a lot of the values. And don't worry about playing from a low heart from 4. It's not as though in this auction that it promises a chunky honor at 6 no trump. Just play your 4th best heart is fine. A low from the dummy in the south hand. Our partner plays the 7. They should have played an 8-7, although not that critical when you're at 6 no trump. And rather than playing the Jack of Hearts, North declare plays the Queen to false card a little bit, make them look like they don't have the Jack. Okay, so the play is going to be, well, we can see once again we've got the spade thing. So we'll go ahead and play a spade up to the king. Come back to our hand in a diamond. They win it with the ace over our jack. And might as well just come back, continue to play hearts. And North continues the false card, plays the king, make it looks like the jack is held by the West hand, especially when they played the 7 and the 8, doesn't it? They should have played the 8 and the 7 to show the count, but now poor old East is going to be deceived a little bit. All right, well, that worked out well for the declare over in North hand. So I suppose you can go ahead and play your spade and see what happens. They decide not to cover in the East. Very good play. Maybe they're going to play for a drop. They know that it's not an 8-card fit, or there would have been a rebid of spades probably after 3 no trump. So, you know, your partner's got 3, and there might be some question on who's got the 10 or whether the queen will drop. And if you don't play for the finesse, you play the ace to hope for the drop, you go down. So that was good to do a duck play over by East. I compliment East for that this time. But once again, we can play the Jack of Hearts and now go ahead and make the rest of the trick. The spades do fall 3-3. Thank goodness they weren't 4-2. And, I mean, it had to be played for that, didn't it? And the ace of hearts good, the clubs are good, and we've got a diamond extra trick we don't really need. So taking a look at the hands is that it seems like it maybe was just a little ambitious, but the problem was we've got all these 4-3 suits. We've got 7 in hearts, that's a 4-3, a 6 in clubs, a 4-2, a 6 in diamonds, a 4-2, and a 7 in spades, a 5-2, without having the 3 toppers, which makes it a little bit more exciting, doesn't it? Well, okay, I think we did well on that, and if you like the method, fine. If not, remember we have to try something a little bit more tenuous. 1 spade, 2 diamonds, I suppose, 2 hearts, 3 clubs, 4 suit forcing, normally at the 3 level, shows a half stopper, 3 no trump, 4 no trump is quantitative, not ace asking in this auction, and I suppose you'd end up in the same place. Be played from the other side, comes up with the same result. Okay, next hand. Okay, on our next hand, third in the set, hand number 2, it is pretty much the same hands, except we're going to have 4 spades over by the Eastie, and Westie picks up the 9-7 doubleton. So the more likely 4-2 split, and thank goodness they're on side, or you're always going to go down if you've got 4 behind you. So okay, so the auction this time is going to be, let's say we're not playing the special 3 no trump meaning, and that was, you'll recall, 1 spade, 2 diamonds, or 2 clubs, I suppose, 2 heart rebid, 3 clubs, trying to find a partner bid 3 no trump, which they do, and now you can bid 4 no trump quantitative, not ace asking. Say, are you at the top end of your 3 no trump bid? If so, go to 6 no. If not, pass, and let's just go ahead and play in 4 no trump. And yes, we decided that we have a nice hand. Now, how many losing trick count do we have? Whoops, we don't count losing trick count. Why? We don't have a fit with our partner, and we don't have a semi-self-sustained suit that has a suit quality of 9, as defined by the number of honors and the length in that suit. So forget about losing trick count. But we do have a nice hand. We decided that it's worth 15, 16 points. We even like that we have the 10 of spades, which is a pretty doggone good card as it turns out. So, okay, the opening lead this time will be by West, and I suppose not much to worry about here. You hate to finesse your partner when you make the opening lead, but I suppose they'll get to the dummy and do it anyway. But yeah, you might play your longer of the suits, which is from the 5-card suits. So top of nothing sequence, a 10 to the jack, and our ace over in the east hand, and a 6 or 7, doesn't matter, in the dummy is in south hand this time. So I think you'll just go ahead and say, let's come back in the same suit. So a 4 to the 7 to the 8 to the queen in the north hand. And once again, we have to play the spade suit, and this time it's going to be a little bit more critical, as we shall see. Now, you could, I suppose, do a deep finesse all the way to the 8 and do a repeated finesse, but that would be bad. So a 2 needs to go to the 10. Don't do an unnecessary practice finesse when you don't need to practice them, because if you have to try repeated finesses, that's 1 in 4. Queen could drop. But in this case, if you played a low to the 8, they'll win the 9, and they'll already won one other trick, so that would not be good. So we have to hope that the queen of spades is on side, and it appears to be because they didn't take the trick. So okay, we're going to rinse, wash, lather, and repeat. So a heart up to the jack in the north hand of the dummy, and we play the jack of spades, see if they want to cover. They choose not to cover. Okay, no reason for them to do, and no reason for us to other than to let it ride. So at this point we can see that we've got our heart tricks are covered in the north hand, we've got 2 clubs, and we can go ahead and now play our ace and king and drop those last 2. So the suit was a 5-4, 2-2 suit. So turned out very nicely for us, and I guess it all depended upon the queen of spades being on side, and when it was with 4 in the hand, rather than that 1 in 36%, 3-3, now it's the more likely about 60% where it's I think 62 is a percent, where it is the 4-2%. And thank goodness the queen of spades was on side. Good. Let's try our next hand. Okay, on our next hand, the 4th in the set, South will be the dealer and has a 6-4-2-1, getting more shapely here. Ace, king, 10, 8 spot 6 times, the ace 4 times in hearts again, ace 8 spot once again in clubs, and now we have a singleton diamond opening 1 spade. Over by the west hand, once again, not much there. Still don't have the jack of diamonds, that 5-3-3-2 suit. So only 1 jack, the jack of clubs. Pass. Over to the north hand, we once again have a nice game going hand here. A little different values. This time it's a 4-3-3. Aha! Queen 4 times in clubs. King, jack 3 times in diamonds. King, queen, jack 3 times in hearts, a tight suit, and in our partner suit, now we have 3, queen, jack 3 times. Very good. So we're not going to make an invitational game because we have more than that. We have how many points? In hearts we have 6, in clubs 2 is 8, 4 in diamonds brings 12, and in spades another 3 is 15 points. But with a 4-3-3, I would encourage you to discard 1 point, playing about a 14-point hand. Still enough, we know we want to be in game. In fact, some people with a balanced hand, they say 3 queen rule, let's go ahead and be in 3 no trumpet. As we can see, that wouldn't work too well when they take the first 5 diamond tricks. And I doubt our partners can let that happen anyway with a singleton diamond. They would be rebidding spade suits at any rate. So, okay, so the bid by North, it will be a temporizing bid, would be 2 clubs, even though it is no really good honors in the suit, just queen 4 times. Just a temporizing bid. Would you want to do 2 no trump? No, because you don't have 4. So Jacoby no trump, please only do it with 4 trump. Okay, a pass over by the east hand. It is a 4-4-1 rattlesnake hand, and ace queen 4 times in diamonds behind the diamond in the north, by the way. King 4 times in clubs, 10-9 4 times in spades, a singleton spade. Okay, to the south hand. Well, I think you're going to want to rebid your spade suit, aren't you? Your partner's made a forcing bid. Even if you're playing standard American, it should be where your partner has 10 or more points and is forcing 1 round until we get to at least 2 no trump. So 2 spades in whatever system you like to play. Okay, so, and by the way, this is not a semi-self-sustained suit. It's 3 honors plus 6 long. Well, I guess it is semi-self-sustaining, isn't it? So, yeah, I suppose, yeah, you could go ahead and take a look at your losing trick count. Your losing trick would be 1 in each of the minors, that's 2, 3, 4, 2 more in the hearts, and 1 in spades. 5 loser, almost enough to jump to 3 spades, don't you think? Pretty much, if you like this spade suit, I think I do, so maybe 2.5 spades. But it's a forcing auction. Don't go ahead and crowd the bidding space needlessly. Okay, back to our north hand. Well, now you can go ahead and bid your spade suit, 3 spades, and that would say I do have some extras, and we do have a fit, at least a doubleton. So after that, great, we've got a fit. So now we're certainly going to take a look at our losing trick count, and remember that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 losers. So we're definitely going to want a Q bid. So after hearing 3 spades, we will bid 4 clubs. Pass. North, well, we have a ace or a king and diamonds, so it would be 4 diamonds. And here comes the thick of the lesson. The plot thickens. With the ace queen behind that, aren't you going to want to double? I think so. Double to say, lead the suit, partner. I want you to do something in the suit. Could be of a void, could be of tennises, which you do here, behind the tennises in the north hand. So you got them pinned with a finesse. And after that, south, well, I suppose you could go ahead and bid your heart suit, showing your next control, which is going to be 4 hearts. To north, if you don't get the message, remember, the hand does not play as strong when you have a 4 triple 3, and you weren't listening or paying attention to the double in the diamond suit, you should now feel some jeopardy, and that was the point of this lesson. You recall in our survey, one of the hands said one of the times not to bid slam is when somebody has doubled your bid, and if they've doubled the diamond suit, not only do you lose 1 point for having a 4 triple 3, but I don't think that 4 points there is worth much at all. That isn't to say where if you didn't double it over in the east that your partner maybe should lead the suit anyway. Normally leading the dummy's second bid suit is a good lead opposite no trump, and oftentimes it is in a suit contract anyway. But I think we reinforce it by making that lead directing double. They're not going to want to play in 4 diamonds, that's for sure. They have a fit in spades and they're Q bidding, so don't worry about that they're going to make 4 diamonds doubled. So at any rate, let's say that they go for no trump in the north hand. They're a little bit tone deaf, not hearing the double of 4 diamonds. And after 4 no trump, it is what? Showing good coverage elsewhere. I suppose you would say, sure, let's go ahead and go. And the opening lead is that spade. Oh my goodness, don't want to lead a spade. I guess they didn't hear about that diamond double, did they? So they led the wrong suit. So our lucky stars, maybe we have a chance to make it anyway. So we win with the 10. Thank you very much. And let's see if we can have a way to play it. Now we know that East has doubled the suit. So we're going to have to play a roughing finesse. Let's try that. Okay, well, we can go ahead and pull some trump, and they have 1 left. We'll play that, smother our queen with our king. Fine, we have entries to the north hand. So here we go. We're going to go ahead and play a spade, and they both pitch a diamond and a club by west and east respectively. Another spade. This time they both pitch diamonds. Okay. We'll go ahead and play a heart up to the jack. And let's go ahead and play a diamond. They play the queen. They win it. And if they play the ace, we got them, don't we? Because we have entries back there. So they're not going to want to play a diamond. So they've come back with a heart, which is fine by east. We win with the queen. And you can see what happens. We've got the king jack. The queen's been played. The old roughing finesse. They have to win it anyway, don't they? Because they played some diamonds earlier when they were getting squeezed on the club suit. Could have pitched a heart, I suppose. And now we're in good shape. We go ahead and have our hearts up to the king, our king of diamonds. We pitch the club, and we don't have to worry about whether we could get that king of clubs, which we would never have a chance to really play it anyway by the lay of the cards. So I don't know why the Diamond was not led. Maybe this player didn't make a double, but if they did, it should have been the lead of the diamond. We can see that is a setting lead, where the lead of the spade allows you to do the roughing finesse. Oh, and oh, by the way, I should have shown you the other more elegant way to play this hand, the squeeze play, if East plays their cards a little bit more smartly. So you recall, we led a spade rather than that diamond by the West hand. And now we're going to go ahead and start pulling some trump. We see one diamond has been played by East. That's okay. Keep parity length with the North hand is the idea there. Okay, another spade's been played. We're pitching a club by East. Another spade. We can play a heart. We can see our hearts are going nowhere with a king, queen, jack. So that's a better discard than pitching a diamond. You want to keep parity length with that diamond suit. And okay, we're continuing. The squeeze machine is on. We're trying to do a little juicing here. We can pitch a club. We can go down to a queen doubleton is fine in the North hand. Pitching a club, we can go down to a king doubleton, fine, keeping those 3 diamonds. And another heart is played to the North hand. And the queen, we overtake the king with the ace, and the 10 falls. That's the last one. And we can go ahead and play our heart to go ahead and initiate the first part of the squeeze. We have to play a diamond. We can't play a club. So once again, good. The squeeze is not completely on. East, you're doing great. You're keeping track. You're dancing. Your dance partner is the dummy, aren't you? Okay, and now we play the spade. Uh-oh, you've got to discard something over in East. You want to pitch a club, it bears you down to a singleton. They can play an ace and then over to the queen. The king will fall, so you must play a diamond. Now you need entries to that North hand, don't you? So we can go ahead and play a diamond up to the king. They win with the ace, but what do they have to come back in? The club. So if they had the busy cards, meaning the king of clubs, then we're in deep clover. They play a club to the queen. They play king of clubs. We win with the ace, still get the queen. And so, voila, we go ahead and make our 12-trick slam. Okay, next hand. Okay, so on 2B, I believe our last in the set, and we have same hands, different play. Not so well by the declarer once again. And that was a 1 spade, 2 clubs, 2 spades, been in our 6-card suit. Don't show our 4-card suit yet. And by the way, that should be forcing not only in Standard American, game forcing after a 2-level bid, but even in Standard American, you haven't got to 2 no trump yet. So if North promises 10 points or more, should still be forcing. We haven't got to 2 no trump yet. So okay, next for our Standard American, I guess you would go 4 spades. That would be about it, unless you want to go 4 no trump. You feel lucky. But for our more elegant 2/1 bidders, a slow shows, which is 3 spades. 4 spades would say, I just want to play there. And that's certainly encouraging for the South hand. They're going to go ahead and then after 3 spades bid the next rank, which is clubs, for clubs. And North is going to bid for diamonds. And East is going to double, no, not loudly, is going to do it with normal inflection, or if you're using the bidding box, plain duplicate, not going to drop a bunch of them down from 5 inches. You're just going to put the double down smoothly in tempo. And won't slow you down in the South. You're going to, after the diamond bid, you're going to Q bid your ace of hearts, 4 hearts, back to North. Well, I guess you will go ahead and hearing all this Q bids, say bid for no trump. And you have 1, 2, 3, 4 controls, including the king of the bid suit, the trump suit. So 1 or 4 is the first step, playing 14-30. That would be 5 clubs. If you're playing RKC 0-3, then it's not 0-3, it's the second step, 1 or 4. Let's say you're playing RKC 0-3, 1-4. So you would say 5 diamonds. I suppose you could go ahead and make a double over here, which might indicate that let's maybe think about sacrificing in 6 diamonds if you're non-vulnerable, I suppose. I don't know if you really want to get that lofty. It doesn't have quite the shape with just a so-so 5-3-3-2. But maybe you want to wake yourself up. Use that Somonix, keep you awake. Somonix double, remind you to lead it this time. Okay, If you haven't gotten the picture over here in the north end and you say, well, okay, my partner's got 4 of the 5, I've got kings, a queen, jack 3 times, and my partner's 6-card spade suit because they've rebid it, and they bid 6 spades, then the opening lead will be that diamond. And the opening lead, 10 of diamonds, top of a nothing suit, a sequence suit, to the jack, to the queen, to the 7. Now, if you come back with the ace, if your partner's got 5, 5, 3, 4, 1, you come back with the ace, that's it. So you don't want to play the ace and have it where it gets lost to a ruff and then the king gets promoted. You don't want to play the club because you see the queen doubleton there. You don't think your partner has the ace based upon the bidding, so you want to play something neutral. Now, normally we don't like to lead a singleton trump, but in this auction where there's 6 and 3, it looks like it's going to be probably a 6-3-3-1. So I don't have a problem in this time leading a singleton trump. Either that or the heart. I suppose they're not going to pitch a lot on the heart suit. So one of the majors. So yeah, don't play that diamond, or that is a loser play. You are going to allow them to make it. You want to defeat the contract. So the spade goes to the queen. And we can go ahead and play some spades, get the last spades out, the ace of spades, king of spades, go ahead and try to squeeze them a little bit. It's not going to help much, is it? We eventually play our last spade, trying to squeeze some more, but they're just pitching some hearts. No problem here for East. They can see the hearts aren't going anywhere. Finally, heart up to the jack, a king, and we can go ahead and play low, I suppose, or overtake, doesn't matter. We play our low club to the ace. No squeeze play over here this time by old Easty. And after the ace of hearts, they take the 13th trick, the king of clubs. So we saw if there wasn't a good defense, then yes, you can go ahead and make it. And if it was bad defender play, you can still make it. But if all the stars are in that right position from the defender's perspective, then they can indeed set that. And for the declarer, we had where it was a mislead, not leading the diamond, where we could go ahead and get a squeeze play or go ahead and do a promotion play. Okay, so one final hand we're going to do in the set here to see, and a little bit different shape here we have for the north hand. Once again, south, 1 spade. North this time has a 4-3-3, but jack 3 times in diamonds. Jack third's never our friend, but we do have a king queen working for club suit, and our king queen jack tight in hearts, and once again the queen jack 3 times in the spade suit. So far it looks like it's maybe 1 point less in value, and again the 4-3-3, but we'll go ahead and start with our 2 club temporizing bid. I don't think you're going to want to come in with 2 diamonds with ace, king, queen 4 times unless you're really bold. But if you had a 5-card suit, you might want to do it for lead directing. Okay, to south it's going to be 2 spades. By north it is going to be 3 spades. That is for 2/1 players. Slow shows extras. Although you don't have extras, I suppose if you want to cooperate you could do that. I think with this type of a hand I would just go to 4 spades myself. But even if it was 4 spades, I think with this hand in the south, you're going to probably do an asking bid for no trump. See if they've maybe got an ace. They don't have an ace. Let's say they're playing just standard Blackwood. That would be 5 clubs. If they're playing 14-30, 1 or 4 is first step. 3 or 0, you have 0. You're going to say 5 diamonds. Okay, and then back you'll say, well, okay, my partner's got a 2/1. Let's just go. If you were doing a cue bidding approach, though, it would be 1 spade, 2 clubs, 2 spades, 3 spades. Now we have a fit, and north for some reason thinks they have extras. I don't find that hand much to be proud of. But after 3 spades, then it would be 4 clubs. This time not 4 diamonds. We don't have any controls there. We would say hearts, 4 hearts. And after 4 hearts, Yeah, I think you would go ahead and just do a ask now of North, doing for no trump. You don't care that they don't have any stoppers and diamonds because you only have a singleton anyway. And you like that they showed the King of Hearts. Great. So after that, you would show no controls, right? And then you would go ahead and sign off in 6 spades. And so I guess the lead would be the diamond. They could win it with the queen, but at any rate, that's about it. As you play the king, you rough it, and you can see that you've got plenty of club tricks. Pull the spades as long as, well, even if they're 4-0, it's not going to hurt you. You've got ace, king, queen, jack, 10. You've got all the honors there, and all the hearts are good. So, making slam. Well done. Well, okay, bridge friends, that completes part 3. We had a lot of twists and turns there with some of our different types of slam bids, but we still haven't really gotten into our splinters as well as our Jacoby 2 no trump. So, you know what's happening in part 4 and part 5. Stay tuned. Come on over, and we'll look forward to seeing you over on the flip side. See you soon. Thanks for coming, and as always, thank you for your support of Bridge Hands. Bye for now.